Hey guys, Andrew here with ThruFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video, the topic is going to be the top foods I recommend for improving one's physical appearance or just overall looks maxing. I know that topic's really important to a lot of people that are interested in improving their health. I honestly believe that health and physical attractiveness really do go hand in hand, and they really feed off of one another. So without further ado, let me give you the list of foods. And I also want to point out here that a lot of these foods, you don't have to consume every single day, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. One that I personally consume every day is milk that I'd recommend. I think there's tons of benefits to milk, and I'll talk about that in a second. But I'm not going to go in depth as to each one of these foods and all of their benefits. I'm just going to point out the specific components of the food that will help improve physical attractiveness. So number one, liver. I recommend beef liver, grass-fed beef liver at that. I personally like to eat it raw. I put a little maple syrup and some salt on it to make it more palatable. But the reason for liver, it's very concentrated high dose of vitamin A. Vitamin A is very important for optimal health, but specifically how it improves one's attractiveness. It helps with your skin health. If you're somebody that deals with lots of acne, vitamin A through your food, through your diet is going to be much better than taking like synthetic forms of vitamin A through medication. So it helps with skin health as well as eye health. There's been one of the health professionals on, I think it was Extreme Health Radio's podcast, Robert von Sarbacher. He talks about eating liver, 3 to 4 times a week, and it helps give you appearance of cat eyes, gives you a lot more attractive eyes. So if that's something you're interested in, liver is a great one for that. And these next two foods also fall in the line with liver as well. Next up is oysters. Oysters is a food that has tons of micronutrients that we're not getting in our diet, and those do play a significant role, not on just our health, but our outer appearance as well. Oysters is one that really affects your libido and aura, in my opinion, because of its concentration in a lot of these nutrients, specifically copper and zinc is really prevalent in oysters that you're just not going to be getting in a diet that's absent of oysters. Next up, bee pollen, another food that is heavy in copper. Copper is very good at balancing the ratio with excess iron, and has a effect on your skin health as well. So liver, oysters, bee pollen, really fantastic for the skin, giving you an overall kind of a nice glow and aura. And they all contain a lot of nutrients that you're just not going to be getting in your standard diet. So those are foods that I recommend probably every other day. Next up is gelatin bone broth. I've talked about this in a lot of videos. That is a staple in my diet. I try to get it at least 3 to 4 times a week. I know it is kind of pricey. You can make your own if you go get bones from like Whole Foods from a healthy animal and do your own bone broth that way, or you can buy it from the store. Either way, the great part about consuming a gelatin or a bone broth is it contains many anti-inflammatory amino acids. And essentially anti-inflammatory amino acids slow down the aging process, so you're not going to look as old. And a lot of the benefits that come from consuming bone broth or gelatin is also going to promote healthy skin as well and give you a younger appearance. So it really does slow down the aging process. Next up, we're going to jump into dairy. I know some people can't handle dairy. So if you're one of those people, look at correcting that issue so you can contain dairy, because I think dairy is one of those foods that you can get away with of having just about every nutrient that is necessary. And the top two that I recommend, milk and Parmegianno, Regianno. Reason why you want to consume dairy, specifically those two for physical appearance, is the calcium content. Calcium helps strong bones. I know people like to do mewing, give them a strong jawline. You need strong bones to do that. And not just for your face, but for your overall body. It's going to increase your bone density and give you a much stronger, fuller look. And on top of that, Parmigiano Reggiano is high in vitamin K, which is also fantastic for bone health and very necessary if you want optimal health. Next up, coffee. There are a lot of components to coffee that can help improve one's physical attractiveness. One of those being caffeine. Caffeine has been known to be something that accelerates fat burning, increases your metabolic rate. You obviously want a healthy metabolic rate. to help support a low body fat percentage. Low body fat percentage means your muscles are going to pop more, your face is going to be more chiseled, your jawline is going to be more chiseled, stuff like that. So caffeine is fantastic if you can handle it. Don't overdo it. You don't need to be consuming 10 cups a day or however many. For me personally, I can only handle about 1 cup of coffee. I do know people that can handle multiple throughout the day, but just getting a healthy dose of caffeine daily can have major benefits for your physical appearance. Next up, for a good source of protein, I highly recommend steak. I think steak is one of the best foods that you can be eating simply because of its protein content. Obviously, if you're somebody that cares about your physical appearance, chances are you're going to be in the gym working out, and one of the best foods with the most absorbable amino acids is going to be steak, and you should accompany that with gelatin or bone broth to, again, balance out that amino acid ratio. And last but not least are some fruits that I highly recommend. Fruits are fantastic. They contain a lot of essential nutrients. These 3 in particular help with DHT, which I've talked about in many videos before. DHT is a hormone that is essential for men specifically to, accelerate those masculine features, getting a stronger beard, stronger voice, just overall stronger appearance. And those top 3 fruits that I recommend are going to be oranges, kiwi, and watermelon. These have all shown to have positive effects on DHT. But that's it, guys. I hope you guys, got a lot out of this video. If you have any questions, comments, or other foods you want to hear about that could help with your physical appearance or looks maxing, I would love to hear from you. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.